All right.
Hello.
Would you come down, please?
Yes.
That's okay, what you asked me about, but will be, is someone in to fill your role that day? That's right. For me? No. Be seated, by the way. About the room, and it was because, I'll finish later. I'm going to give you on bated breath. I am gonna.
All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we're going to continue showing a portion of what has previously been introduced as exhibit number 18. This is the rundown live video, and I'm going to play a portion of this beginning at 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 30 seconds. And this can have audio, please.
Understand. Hey, your job isn't to be in the street. You guys stay on your property. That's why you got problems already with people. No one bothering your property. Don't look for trouble where there ain't none. A medic? I know you are, but like, they got their own medics. You know, if somebody's close by, take care of them. I know you're just trying to make peace. I get that, but they don't look at it that way. They look at you guys as it's a different. It's as much as you guys were afraid of them before they marched down here. I know, but like what a conversation you're having.
All right, we're going to stop there. And now I'd like to play a portion of the video at 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 56 seconds.
Need water? There's a dead to our right, you need water.
Thank you. Detective Howard, that last portion of the video appears to show some what have previously been identified as MRAP or Bearcat vehicles. Are you familiar with those types of vehicles?
Yes.
And in that particular video, there's one that's close to the camera as on the screen that we're looking at right now. Do you know anything about that vehicle personally?
Not personally, no.
Do you know if the Kenosha Police Department has a vehicle like that?
No, at this time the Kenosha Police Department did not have a SWAT team.
Is it fair to say that on this particular night there were a number of other law enforcement agencies that were coming to Kenosha to assist?
Yes.
Do you have any idea which agency's Bearcat or armored vehicle that was?
I don't. I can tell it's from a sheriff's department because it says sheriff on the front right of the armored vehicle, but I don't know which sheriff's department it's from.
Okay, thank you. Now, if we could have exhibit number 1, which is a Drew Hernandez video 023. Play, please. While we're waiting, Detective, the last video, the rundown live video, was that one of the videos that you found and acquired when you were doing your investigation?
Yes, that one I believe I located on YouTube and saved it from YouTube.
We're about to watch a video from an individual who online identifies himself as Drew Hernandez. Is that right?
Yes.
Was this also one of the videos that you found?
Yes, his videos I located on Twitter.
Okay. If we can play this, please.
Cut it, bro.
I want to set the stage for this. Detective Howard, first of all, are you able to determine from the scene on the screen right now where this video is taken?
So the first thing I noticed is this appears to be a body cam from Drew Hernandez. So I did locate videos from Drew Hernandez from Twitter, but he also was in contact with Detective Antaramian for a bit. And we learned from Drew Hernandez that he actually wears a body camera while he goes out.
That's why his arm kind of appears in front of him.
So this has to be from his body cam footage given that visual.
And can you help the jury understand where this video is showing us, what part of Kenosha at this particular scene there?
I believe this is near the this car source again.
And am I correct in saying that the viewpoint in the video at this moment is looking southeast across the intersection of Sheridan Road there? Does that look correct to you?
That's what it appears to be, yes.
Okay. Do you know if this is the intersection of 50? Sorry, I'm trying to...
This looks like 59th and Sheridan.
Okay, that was going to be my question. Thank you. Can we continue the video, please?
And she said, we are not with y'all.
TNT niggas not even police, bro.
Yeah, he said he was going to the car, said he ready to roll. And I'm making a complaint. Whoever thinks it's a business, everybody makes a complaint on this business. Because this is a business.
They threw it up there. Throw it down. Throw it down, damn it.
What are y'all doing though?
Yes, people want us to he said that she was not with us. You want to
These guys aren't our enemy. They just want to stop. These guys aren't our enemies. Come on. We gotta focus our attention somewhere else. I need you guys to
You talk to the guy.
They're trying to use us. They don't use us.
Any of you start shooting at us.
Now can we play exhibit number 8, which is the Elijah riot interview? While we're waiting, Detective Howard, was this Elijah riot interview that's about to be played another one of the videos that you acquired?
Yes, I was able to acquire that from Twitter.
We're protecting from the citizens, and I just got pepper sprayed by a person in the crowd.
So you had non-lethal, but you didn't respond.
We don't have non-lethal.
So you guys are full on ready to defend the property.
Yes, we are. Now, if I can ask, can you guys step back? Medical, EMS right here. I'm an EMT.
Detective Howard, in that video, we heard the defendant say that he does not have any non-lethal. Did you hear that?
Yes.
As a law enforcement officer, are you familiar with that term?
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
So as a police officer, there are various options that we could have as non-lethal force. Our presence is a non-lethal force. Our verbal commands are non-lethal. And there's also some physical things we can do as well. We can go hands-on. We can use different instruments like OC spray, it's pepper spray. And we also have a taser, and we have an aspeton. Police officers in the city of Kenosha carry all those things.
Thank you. Can you now please play exhibit number 16, which is the Richie McGinnis interview? It says Richie McGinnis Kyle interview. While we're waiting for that to load, are you familiar with Richie McGinnis?
Yes.
Can you tell us what you know about him as a person?
So on the night of August 25th, I was able to speak with him briefly at Frederick South KMH. Richie McGinnis, I spoke with him in the lobby of that hospital shortly after the shooting incident happened. And I was able to speak with him briefly, but when Detective Ansaramian and I got assigned to be the head investigators for this incident, I had to delegate Detective Cypress to obtain his statement so we could do.
Do you know what Richie McGinnis's profession is?
I believe he's a news reporter for the Daily Caller.
And he was in Kenosha on the night of August 25th as a member of the news media. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. Can we please play exhibit number 16, please, here?
What are you doing out here? Obviously, you're armed and you're in front of this business. We saw it burning last night, so what's up?
So people are getting injured, and our job is to protect this business, and part of my job is to also help people. If there's somebody hurt, I'm running into harm's way. That's why I have my rifle, because I need to protect myself, obviously. But I also have my med kit.
And what about these other folks? Obviously, there's some other people who are armed as
Their
well.
job is to protect me.
Gotcha. And then what about these guys up on the roof?
Their job is to provide overwatch to protect me also.
Gotcha.
They're protecting everybody on the ground. We're protecting each other.
Understood. And
We're running medical, and we're going in, and we're getting people.
and what about, are you from the area?
I am from the area.
What brought you out here tonight? You just wanted to provide medical attention?
Provide medical attention to the people that need it. If somebody's injured, like, you get hurt, I'm grabbing you.
I'm getting hit with plenty of pepper balls, but
Your eyes
You know, as long as it's just bruises. Yeah, I got my mask. I'm good. And have you encountered any issues yet thus far with law enforcement or anything like that?
We had a group earlier try to come and set a fire at the church. So we went to the church and we de-escalated the situation, telling them they need to leave or they will be detained and then later arrested.
This church right over here.
That church right there. And we stopped the fire out all the way down at the school.
Wow. And what do you think it would have been different if the police had to try to stop them from setting the fire?
I feel like there would be a lot more casualties and a lot more people injured. So I think the police are fine where they're at and that let us run the medical because EMS is not coming in. It's considered a red zone to the EMS and fire. They are not coming in.
Yeah.
So us citizens, we need to help each other. Me and him are out here running and seeing if people need medical attention.
But speaking of which, we need to go check to see if somebody got hurt again.
All right.
Understood.
If you want to follow us, you're fine.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Right, Adam. This might be the only one of theirs.
The video there, Detective Howard, shows the defendant along with another individual. That is Ryan Balch. Is that correct?
Correct.
And at this point, and we're going to continue with another video right after this, they're leaving the 59th Street car source and walking south on Sheridan on the east side of the road. Is that correct?
No, on the west side of Sheridan
West
Road.
side. Yes, west side. And do you know at this point in the evening where the police, the armored vehicles we saw earlier, where they are located?
Are those some ahead at 60th?
So as far as you can tell, they've established a line along 60th and Sheridan?
I think I can see some at 60th at this point in the video.
Okay. Can we continue now with exhibit number 17, which is, the file is Richie McGinnis walking with Kyle.
I didn't get the number, I'm sorry.
It's 17.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Anybody need medical?
So you guys are kind of like medics who are packing.
Yeah,
Right?
basically. Well, he's an EMT, and
Gotcha.
I'm just kind of protecting his ass.
Oh, so you're a certified EMT?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And do you work as an EMT normally?
I'm a lifeguard normally. I got my ALS and I got my
Gotcha.
Then I'm former Army infantry, and I got a whole bunch of trauma training.
Well, thank you for your service.
We got you if you get needed.
Appreciate the service.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Stay away from that vehicle. Get out of the roadway. Thank you. There's a guy with a rock. Be careful. Right behind that white fence. There are rocks in there, so be careful.
Friendly! Medic! Coming through! Medical! Medic coming through! Medic coming through! Does anybody need medical? Anybody need medical? We're running through Roger over here. Anybody need medical? Hey, guys.
medical.
The guys walking out the fire extinguishers are here to put out the fires.
They know.
Okay, good.
They know.
He just got shot up.
You good?
It's all right.
Where are you shot?
I'm not shot.
You just said you got shot.
No, I
I thought you got rubber bullet in it.
Oh no, I just got rubber bullet. Yeah. Oh, it didn't even leave a welt. It just stung. It just fucking stung. I'm fine. I knew.
Little pepper boy never hurt nobody.
It was literally just like, oh.
It's a little spicy, that's all.
It was like, oh shit.
That was really annoying.
yeah, a little salsa.
Could you please not? Does anybody need medical?
Does anybody need medical?
I think someone's got some medical weed, I'll tell you that.
Does anybody need medical? Medical! Does anybody need medical?
You were just the one to get out the car, trying to help you out the car. Now you're trying to do medical. I remember you. You said, get out the car. Fucking time.
Medical, yeah. Y'all ass are cool. Everybody need medical. I'm trying to tell motherfuckers, this guy thought it was sweet. Medical.
What, yesterday or today?
Today. Dude, he just had up the gun talking about get off the car. Now he talking about medical.
What car over in the dealership?
Car
Sorry,
down
I don't film. Hey, if you wanna, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Now, if we could please play, and just to be clear, Detective Howard, the videos we just watched from Richie McGinnis were videos that you obtained from him, is that correct?
Those were obtained from his phone. Detective Cypress obtained those.
Okay. Now, if we could play exhibit number 14, that is the Reg Incognito live stream. And we're going to start at the 3 hour and 58 minute mark.
Hey, you guys, you can only watch it from over here, man. You can't really be that close up. So between a certain part of a certain section of Black Lives Matter and maybe, I'm saying at least about 20 white dudes from Antifa, you can't get up close on the up on them, man. They just made an example out of that guy, and I'm trying to help him out. So the white dude I was just talking to, whatever he is right here, he just got his phone slapped. He got his phone slapped at him and socked at the same time. This dude right here, walking away. This dude right here got his phone slapped and blindsided. So the orders you hear about yelling no cameras, them is white boys. Yeah, that's Antifa, man. Oh, we got a gun, baby. Ooh, they shooting. Ooh, he shot him.
I'm going to pause for a second. Can we rewind about 20 seconds there, please? Okay, let's continue there, please.
So the orders you.
Back up just a couple seconds, please. It's better. Yeah, just go 10 seconds.
Sorry.
For the jury's benefit, I'm going to point out there is an individual here who is running. He is wearing what appears to be all black with some white.
Counsel, I can't. Can you do it on that one so we can see it?
Absolutely. Sorry. How do I get there? This individual, is this the right one?
Did you receive?
Yep. Okay, I just want to make sure. This individual here, who, when we play it back, you will see him kind of running across here. That is Richie McGinnis. So we'll rewind it so you can follow that, but that individual is Richie McGinnis, and there's no dispute about that from the defense. So I just want to set the scene for the jurors. Can we rewind a little bit, and I'm going to show them that portion again.
Slapped and blindsided. So the order.
I want to just, I'm just going to kind of point out the area to watch, okay? We can't really see figures very well, but for the jury's benefit, we just saw Richie McGinnis running. He's off screen now, but he's kind of over in this area. Around this section of the right hand of the screen, right-hand side of the screen, there are some parked cars. That is the area where I will represent, there's no dispute about this, where the chase between Mr. Rosenbaum and the defendant begins. So that's where you'll want to be paying attention to. So can we rewind that about 10 seconds and we'll start it over so now everybody knows where to look?
Blindsided. So the orders you hear about yelling no cameras, them is white boys. Yeah, that's Antifa.
I will make it clear to everyone that the individual who is I'm pointing to right now, who is running, is the defendant Kyle-Rittenhouse, and this individual here is Joseph Rosenbaum. And that again is not in dispute. Please go ahead.
Man. Oh, we got a gun, baby. Ooh, they shooting. Ooh, he shot him.
Get back.
Shot him, man. Shot him. Shot him, man. He laid him out. He laid him out, you guys. He laid him out.
For the benefit of the jury, I want to make it clear, I think everybody knows this, but just to make clear, this individual who has just removed his shirt is Richie McGinnis, and that is the defendant. These legs here are the legs of Joseph Rosenbaum, where he fell after he was shot. Go ahead. Thank you.
You gotta get down. Hey, there's a paramedics. Can you call for the paramedics?
We've already called.
Hey, I'm gonna refresh my shit. He's calling! He's calling! He's calling! He's calling! He's calling! He's calling the paramedics. He's behind the car. He's calling. Julie! Yeah, he's hitting his chest. He's hitting his chest. Shot him.
Get back, get back. Get back, get back.
Oh my God. Yeah, that shit went good.
A Morgan Trump doing with $3. He found out.
Give the patient privacy.
Yeah.
Shaw McGraw donated $5. TFWWH Whiny Sheridan.
We're going to continue with that exhibit number 14 and go to the 4 hour and 6 minute mark.
Let me show you where he got laid out. Look at the blood.
Clear for the jurors that the portion that I played just a bit ago that showed the Rosenbaum shooting was from 3 hours and 58 minutes to 4 hours and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That was where it ended with the vehicle driving away. This is now beginning 3 minutes and 30 seconds later at the 4 hour and 6 minute mark. I just wanted you to know the gap in time between these two videos. Please continue.
Junior donated $3. Time to clear the... Mr. Roman donated $3. This is what democracy looks LOL. Ira Gershwin donated $3. The social workers are shooting each other Reggie.
So fucked up. Someone else?
Get the fuck out of here. Let's go. You set that fire.
Duke Beats donated $3. Blast archers of loaf instead of blasting caps.
Stop that man in his head. Let's go.
I just want to make it clear for the jury, in this video we see this is Ryan Balch and this is Jason Lukowski. Now can we please play exhibit number 19? This is entitled Drew Hernandez Shooting Video. And again, these are videos, Detective Howard, that you obtained during your investigation?
Yes, this one was obtained on Twitter.
You can play this all with sound. Detective Howard, are you able to tell from this video what we're looking at in terms of where we are in Kenosha?
Yes, we are. He's in Sheridan Road with the video. Let's see. All right, car source is right here on the west side of Sheridan Road, and then across the street is KMH. So his camera is pointing south, So on the left side of the screen, you're seeing the KMH parking lot right here. And up ahead and to the right in the screen is going to be the car source. At this point in time, it looks like he's right about the intersection of Sheridan Road and 62nd Street.
And I want to point out, there's no dispute that we just saw an individual here on the right-hand side wearing all black with white writing on the back of his shirt. That is Richie McGinnis. About 10 or 12 seconds, please. Back up just a little bit further, please. Go ahead. I'm just going to point out McGinnis. I want to point out for the jury, just so we can follow the action here, we have this individual is the defendant, Kyle-Rittenhouse. This individual is Joseph Rosenbaum. And the individual in black with the white lettering on the back of his shirt is Richie McGinnis. Go ahead. Detective Howard, I'm going to pause at this moment. I don't think there's any dispute that we've heard a total of 8 shots in a row there.
I agree.
And I'm just going to explain that. So, Detective Howard, you've watched numerous videos of this incident, correct?
Yes, this part was one of the focuses.
And there were 8 shots that we just heard. The first one was Joshua Zeminski, correct?
Correct.
And can you tell the jury what he does with regard to that shot?
So Joshua Zeminski is, at this time, you could see it on the Reg Incognito video. At this time, he's walking slowly southbound on the West Sheridan Road sidewalk in front of Car Source. So Joshua's walking right at about this spot right here, while the chase is going on in a southwest direction through the Car Source parking lot. At that time, Joshua Zeminski has a handgun in his right hand, and he raises his hand up in the air and fires 1 shot. At that time, Mr. Rittenhouse and Mr. Rosenbaum are running through the Car Source parking lot, so Mr. Zeminski's gunshot happens behind them.
Shortly thereafter, the defendant fires 4 shots from his AR-15, striking Mr. Rosenbaum all 4 times. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, as part of your work in this investigation, have you viewed this incident in numerous videos?
Yes.
Have you timed, using those videos, the gap in time between Mr. Zeminski's initial shot and the first of the defendant's 4 shots at Joseph Rosenbaum?
Yes, using a stopwatch, I estimated that time to be approximately 2.5 seconds.
Immediately after, and I use the word immediately, but in sequence after the 4 shots from the defendant that are shot at Mr. Rosenbaum, there is a sequence of 3 shots after that. Is that right?
Correct.
Those are not fired by the defendant.
Correct.
As best as you can tell in your investigation, where are those shots from, if you know?
I believe it to be coming from the area of 63rd Street, but it is hard to confirm that because we do not have good video available of that source of gunfire.
Can you just use your pointer to show approximately on 63rd Street on that map where you're talking about?
I would estimate that those 3 are coming from this area.
I don't know if all the jurors can see that or not, but you're pointing to an area that is on the south end of the Car Source lot, along the north side of 63rd Street. And is it fair to say that you're indicating a space that is about halfway between Sheridan and the west edge of the car source lot?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's hold that up a little higher, please. Thank you. And that's, again, the pointer that you're using right now is showing us where you believe those 3 shots likely came from.
Yes.
No one has ever been identified with regard to those shots?
Correct.
Was any evidence recovered, shell casings, anything like that, that would indicate anything about those shots?
Yes, there are some shell casings recovered.
From the street in that area?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any indication that those shots have any relation to the incident between Mr. Rittenhouse and Mr. Rosenbaum?
No, those do not appear to be fired by Mr. Rosenbaum or Mr. Rittenhouse.
Thank you. Can we continue the video, please?
Give me a fucking light!
There's fine.
Get a light on it! Get a light! Give me a fucking light!
Put pressure on it. Put fucking
Where?
pressure on it.
Where, dude? Where? Where's the hole?
Wait, where are you?
Get the
He's
fucking
right here
mask
in
off.
his head. In his head. Come on. Put pressure. Put pressure. Put
Call the
pressure.
cops! Call the police! Call the
Put
police!
pressure. Hey, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. You shot him.
I didn't. I know.
Hey, you're okay. You're okay.
Let me talk to him.
You're okay.
Dude, that's not gonna help shit. Your pressure on this shit. Yeah, but you gotta keep him alive. Hey, bro. Just talk to me, bro. What's up?
Can we now please play exhibit number 15? That is a file entitled Richie McGinnis at Rosenbaum's Body.
You okay? Just don't move, man. Don't move. All right, can I flip you over real quick? I'm gonna flip you over real quick, bro.
Here, flip over real quick. Just gotta get pressure on this, dude. Where's it at?
Turn around.
Where's it at, dude? Get a light on it. Get a light. Give me a fucking light.
Put pressure on it. Put fucking
Where?
pressure on it.
Where, dude? Where? Where's the hole? Get the fucking mask
in
up.
his head, in his head. Come on. Put pressure, put pressure, put pressure. Put pressure. Hey, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. You shot him.
I didn't. I don't know.
Hey, good. You're okay. You're okay.
Just get pressure on this shit.
Hey, we gotta keep him alive.
I got him, brother. Just talk to me, bro. What's your name, bro?
Stay with me.
Hey, what's your name, bro? What's your name, bro?
Is y'all thinking the hospital right here?
Yeah, get him up. We got a car. We got a car. Yo, keep pressure on it.
I got him. Get him. I got him.
Keep pressure on that.
I got him. Get his arms. Put that down.
I got you, dude. I got you.
Please, guys, make sure he is cool.
Hey, keep his head. Keep pressure. Keep Hold on. We gotta get more people.
Put him in the bag.
Keep the pressure on that, man.
Now, can we please play exhibit number 12? This is the Kyle Cook video. Detective Howard, can you help us, or help the jury rather, where is this video physically at in Kenosha as we're watching it right now?
So at this point in time, Kyle Cook is the videographer, and he's a little bit north of the car source. I'd estimate he's about here.
You're pointing on the west side of Sheridan Road between the 61st Street and 62nd Street?
Yes.
Okay, and he's heading south?
Yes, his camera right now is pointing southbound.
Okay, thank you.
So there was just like 6 shots. This went off.
Why you shooting, bro? Why you shooting? Hey, no, why you shooting?
He called this guy.
Why you shooting?
Hey, he shot him.
Why you shooting? Hey, stop.
I will represent to the jury, and there's no dispute about this. What we're seeing in this video in the middle of the street is the defendant, and on his left is Gage Grosskreutz. We can continue.
Stop him! Stop him! Stop him!
Man, who is he? He shot him.
Hey, stop him!
Who shot him?
Shit's about to turn up here. Damn, dude, we got people shot everywhere, bro. We got somebody down right fucking here.
Detective Howard, at the moment that this video is paused, there appear to be some figures huddled around a dark spot on the ground on the east side of Sheridan Road. Do you know what that is?
I believe that's Mr. Huber.
That is where he fell after being shot by the defendant?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to the next exhibit, which is going to be exhibit number 6. This is the CJTV running video. Just so we can make it clear for the jury, Detective Howard, the video we just saw is after the defendant has shot Mr. Rosenbaum at 63rd.
Correct.
And he is traveling north on Sheridan Road from that car source at 63rd. Is that fair to say? Okay, thank you.
Beat him up! Hey, you shot him! Oh shit, he shot that guy in the stomach.
I paused it there. Detective Howard, there is an individual wearing shorts that appears to be holding his arm running off to the left of this video. That is Gage Grosskreutz.
Correct.
And this is immediately after he's been shot in the right arm by the defendant?
Correct.
Okay. Please continue.
Oh shit, shit, people are getting shot all around us. People are just getting shot everywhere, guys. Move. Take this. Take this. Take this, motherfucker. I got it. Oh, fuck me. I need a fucking medic. I'm returning.
Can we please now play exhibit number 5? This is the BG on the scene video.
Hey, he just shot them. Hey, dude right here just shot them. Dude right here just shot all of them down there. That dude just shot them up there. That dude right here. Yeah.
Someone injured straight ahead.
Please go back to the beginning of that video. I want to highlight some things for the jury, if we could, please. Yes, please. There's no dispute about the identity of an individual here. Could you back it up, and I'm going to have you stop when we see him a little bit better. Go ahead. That's fine. You can play. Awesome. Running in from the right hand of the screen here, he's right. I'm pointing to him right now. He's kind of obscured. But there's an individual here running with a skateboard that is Anthony Huber. There's no dispute about that. Go ahead. This is a difficult to see pause point in the video, but I'll represent there's no dispute. This is the defendant, Mr. Rittenhouse. This is Anthony Huber. His skateboard has wound up over here, and he is picking it up, and then he's going to continue after the defendant. Oh, and one more thing I want to point out. This individual here is an individual who in a few seconds will come in towards Mr. Rittenhouse, attempting to kick him. Go ahead. A little bit, please, like 20 seconds. Okay, continue there, please. There is a moment here in which the defendant is on the ground and he's got his gun pointed towards this individual approaching him. Detective Howard, in the entire sequence of these events, how many times did the defendant fire his gun?
8 times.
I believe the testimony thus far is that 4 of those rounds were discharged and struck Mr. Rosenbaum. Is that correct?
Correct.
The 5th and 6th times that he shot were at this individual with the white pants. Is that correct?
Correct.
The 7th shot is fired at Anthony Huber.
Yes.
And the 8th round is at Mr. Grosskreuz's right arm.
Correct.
Okay. Please continue. Pause. The defendant has just discharged 1 round into the chest of Anthony Huber. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Please continue. Pause. You have just testified, Detective, that the defendant discharged a total of 8 rounds.
Yes.
We are hearing other rounds in this video after the shootings of Mr. Huber and Mr. Grosskreutz, correct?
Correct.
None of those shots are being fired by the defendant, correct?
Correct.
Please continue. Detective Howard, I'm pointing to an individual here who is walking towards the scene. Do you know who that is?
I was hard to see.
Can we continue, please?
Time to move.
Okay, pause. Do you know who that is?
Yes, that is Ryan Balch.
Thank you. At the end of this video, the defendant approaches a Kenosha squad car, correct?
Yes, a Kenosha Police Squad car, yes.
Yes, Kenosha Police Squad car. Do you know the names of the officers who were inside that squad car?
Yes.
And who are they?
Officer Moretti and Officer Krieger.
And that's Pep Moretti
Correct.
and James Krieger? James?
It's
Jason.
Jason,
Krieger.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. May we now please play exhibit number 4, a file entitled Zeminski After Rosenbaum Shooting.
He shot him?
He fucking shot him! Get his ass! He fucking shot him! He fucking shot him! He fucking shot him! He fucking shot him!
Do you know whose voice we're hearing?
Yes, that is Kelly Zeminski's voice.
In the video here, we're seeing a figure walking away from the camera in a dark top, looks like maybe camouflage pants, pointing. Do you know who that individual is?
Yes, that is Joshua Zeminski.
And he is the one who fired the first shot about 2.5 seconds before Mr. Rittenhouse shot Joseph Rosenbaum.
Yes.
Okay. Please continue.
Get his ass! Dude, he's shot. He's shot. He's fucking shot. Behind the goddamn car, he's shot. The hospital's right there. Take him to the hospital. Hurry up. Get him to the goddamn hospital. You got to, man. Ain't nobody coming to help.
Don't blame that shit on them niggas. It was white
Move, everybody. Hurry Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh my fucking God, dude.
That was a little dude in the green shirt with the rifle.
Talk about unfriendly and shoot. No, he got shot with a real fucking gun, girl. Yeah, they brought him in. Fuck you!
Go get the motherfucker that shot him! Yep. Go get the motherfucker that shot him! He's running around with a big ass fucking gun! But you ain't doing shit! Go get the motherfucker that shot him!
This is not okay.
No shit.
You shot both fuckers?
Huh?
This is why this shit happening. You motherfuckers ain't doing shit.
They're too busy protecting their government fucking buildings, bro. They don't give a fuck about nobody out here. They don't give a fuck about nobody out here. Babe. Hey. Who got shot?
Detective Howard, that video ended at the location where Mr. Rosenbaum's body fell after being shot and killed by the defendant, correct?
Correct.
You've seen that location in this video and in numerous other videos, is that fair to say?
Yes.
At any point in any of those videos, is there any indication that Mr. Rosenbaum had any weapon of any kind?
No.
No gun?
I can only see a plastic bag that he's carrying.
So no gun?
No.
No knife?
No.
No bat?
No.
No club?
No.
Can we now please play exhibit number 13, the Lakota Lichtwalt live stream?
Does anybody need a break right now? We'll be taking one shortly, but right now? Okay, go ahead.
Let's begin at the 9-minute mark, Brian. 9-minute mark.
Lichtwalt is.
Appreciate that. The people joining my live stream from CJTV, I do appreciate it. Guys, if I drop out again, make sure that you're jumping across to Corey Elijah, also another local here, who's been documenting things in our hometown. Otherwise, make sure you're jumping on CJTV and Mercado Media. It does sound like we've got some stuff going on over here. I don't know if that's fireworks or what we have going on. We're gonna go try and check it out.
Locations for the jury. Detective Howard, we have seen this video begin at a location, and it appears that the person taking the video is now moving. Can you, if you're able to, can you tell us where this person was at the beginning of the video?
So at the beginning of the video, it appeared that Mr. Lichtwalt was on the southwest corner of Sheridan Road and 60th Street. The armored vehicles that you saw in the beginning of the video were at 60th Street. Now, it appears he turned the camera around, and now he's facing south.
And as we watch this video, is he going to be heading south along Sheridan Road?
Yes.
Okay. Please continue. Can we rewind 10 seconds, please? I want to call the jury's attention to the center of Sheridan Road there. It's kind of in the center of the screen right now. There will be some figures coming towards the camera. I just want to focus the jury's attention on that as we start the playing again, please, from there. was like one more frame. There, okay. No dispute on this. There's no dispute on this. I just want to make it clear for the jury. This individual who is running past the videographer, this individual here is the defendant, Kyle-Rittenhouse. He is headed back north up Sheridan Road while this videographer passes him going south. Go ahead.
Those are gunshots, people. Those are gunshots. All right, guys.
Get on the back. I have a tourniquet. Where, in your bag? In your bag? In your bag? Help!
We've already seen this from a little bit of a different angle, but I'll represent to the jury, and there's no dispute about this. The individual who's crying out for a medic is Gage Grosskreutz. He's just been shot in the right arm by the defendant. This individual who's just arrived, who's got the kind of greenish pants on, that is Jason Lakowski.
Give me the tourniquet now. No. Tourniquet, take it. Claude. Please tell me you know how to use this. Where you shot? We got it. It's not how you use it! Fuck. Help me, somebody help me, please. So, right here, I got you. You need Paul? Who's it? Tight. Make it tight. Make it tight. Keep it elevated above the heart.
You want to go to the hospital, babe?
Get tight.
You want to go to the hospital?
Move.
Come on.
Twist.
Come this way. Come on.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
I was gonna say, I knew it was what they got that shit.
What's your name, brother?
Let's go.
Guys,
He's fine.
we have...
Get back. Everybody get back.
Everybody raise your hands. Hold right there. You're good right there. Yep, stay right there.
Guys, there's more than one person.
You come right there. We're coming out to you. We got right where we're here. We're coming out to you.
Right now, I'm not sure who got shot. We have two individuals. That have been shot. I've been instructed to get out.
Detective Howard, can you describe for the jury what's going on in that sequence of events that we just saw after Gage Grosskreutz was shot?
So those are several armored vehicles from different law enforcement agencies in Wisconsin arriving to report of shots fired, and they are attempting to render aid to victims. But before they do that, they are concerned because they don't know whether or not there's still an active threat. So they come out with a show of force to secure the area. So that way, after they secure the area, they can provide medical aid to the victims or the people who got shot.
I know I've just presented a lot of videos to the jury, and I want your help, Detective Howard, just so we can make sure we've got everything in chronological order. Based on what we've just played for the jury and what you know, can you kind of describe the sequence of events in the series of shootings that we've just seen?
Starting with the first shooting?
Yes.
So the first shooting takes place at the 63rd Street and Sheridan Road car source on the south end of our map here. That is where Mr. Rittenhouse shoots 4 times at Mr. Rosenbaum. All right. So the first shooting with Mr. Rosenbaum and Mr. Rittenhouse, where 4 shots are fired, this takes place at the car source at 63rd Street and Sheridan Road at the south end of our map. That was after they both ran in a southwest direction, going down to the left in this parking lot. After those 4 shots are fired, Mr. Rittenhouse takes a direction northbound. He's on the sidewalk briefly, and then he moves a little bit more to the east. When he's closer to 62nd Street, in that approximate area, he runs northbound on Sheridan Road, in the middle of Sheridan Road. At approximately 61st Street, just north of that intersection, but right at that intersection, that is where Mr. Rittenhouse falls down and takes a position on his back, facing southbound. The individual unidentified who attempts to kick him is shot at 2 times, and then Mr. Huber is shot at 1 time, and then Mr. Grosskreutz is shot at 1 time. And all of that takes place at this location right here.
And then can you just show us the defendant's path as he walks away from the scene after that?
After that, Mr. Rittenhouse continues northbound on Sheridan Road.
And the line of police cars and Bearcats or armored vehicles originally was at 60th and Sheridan?
At Sheridan and 60th, right here.
And you mentioned earlier there was a Kenosha Police squad car with officers Moretti and Krieger in it that the defendant approached. Can you show us where that was on the map?
Right. That squad car was in the westernmost lane of southbound Sheridan Road, just south of 60th Street. So that KPD squad car would have been right here.
And then just for complete context here, the original car source that the defendant was at earlier in the evening, can you point that out for us, please?
That was at Sheridan Road and 59th Street at the southwest corner.
Okay. Thank you very much. We have seen a couple of versions of the shooting of Mr. Rosenbaum, and immediately prior to that, he throws something at the defendant. Have you seen that in the videos?
Yes.
Okay. Was that item ever recovered?
No.
Could we play exhibit number 2 at the 2:53 mark, please? Detective Howard, would you agree with me that in this video we see center left Joseph Rosenbaum?
Yes.
And in his right hand is a plastic bag. Is that correct?
Yes.
Detective Howard, we have had that image enlarged and enhanced as best we can to focus in on that plastic bag. So in a second, there'll be an image that I'm going to show on the screen of that. For the record, I believe this is exhibit number 24. apologize. We need to do a little something technical. Do you think it'd be a good time to break?
Break anyway. Let's take a break, folks. Please don't talk about the case during the break. Read, watch, or listen to any count of the trial. cut, maybe. Would you come down, please?
Yes.
Thank you.